Today we're going to be getting a patch like this blue patch, which is a circle, or this black patch that's a rectangle. And we're going to be creating a design on our patch. This is a red patch. So is this one, the circle and the rectangle. We're going to be creating a design on them. But before we create the design, before we start, we'll choose our patch and what color we want, and then we will trace that design on there. Now if you're doing a circle, you can use one of these plastic pieces, and we're going to trace 6 circles. So I'm going to start at the very bottom, and I'm going to get the color of my patch. So I'm going to take the red, I'm going to trace the outside of the circle, and then I'm going to scoot over here. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to start at the very bottom, and then I'm going to go up with just a small gap in between them. I'm going to trace it again, and then again, and then again, and then again, right here. And so I'm going to trace it 6 times. That's going to give us 6 different chances to design what we want it to look like. Now you can do the same design more than once if you want to try it again and perfect it. So if you have one that you really want, you could try doing the cat. Maybe if you messed up, you could do the cat again, or the cat again even if you needed to, if you messed up. But I want you to practice before you start drawing on your patch. So you have to practice it. You have to practice before you draw it on your patch. So this is practice. Now once we get our practices down, we're going to write these words up here: unity and variety. And unity means that they're all the same. And they're all the same because they're all circles and they're all the same size. So I put right here same size and shape. And they're variety because they're all different colors and they're all different designs. Now I'm going to show you how I created this design. Now if you were doing a rectangle, however, you'll have to turn your rectangle tall ways, and you would take your marker and you would trace here. You'd start at the very edge, and you'd go right here in the middle, and then one more over here on this side, and that would give you 3 at the bottom, and then 3 at the top. And you could either keep it tall ways, or you could turn them sideways and draw them like that. But if you're going to do a rectangle patch, then you do 6 rectangles. If you have time, and if you take your time and do it right, then you can get another patch. So if you do a rectangle one, it looks really good, you took your time, then maybe you can get another one. But if you didn't take your time and you just rushed through it, then you're not going to get another one. So if you want to do circles and rectangles, then you'd have to do 2 pages, one with circles and one with rectangles. But you need to take your time and design it first and make it look nice before you put it on the patch, because we got to know what our colors are going to be. So what I'm going to draw now is I'm going to draw a minion inside this circle, and I've already drawn it over here to the side, but I'm going to draw it here in the middle as practice, as if you would be. And so I know I want to have a gray goggle right in the middle. So I'm going to start right there, and then it's going to have 2 gray metal pieces on either side of that goggle. Like that. Then I know it's going to have an eyeball right in the middle. Now everywhere where you want it to be white, you have to know where you want it to be white before you start. Because if I want to have a little white highlight in that eye, I have to leave it that way because there's no white marker that's going to go over that. Okay, then I know he has 2 black stripes. They're going to come right here. Now this head fits on a round circle, but the cat below it did not fit on a round circle because it has ears that pop above its head. And so what I had to do was create space for it to fit on the round circle. So what I did was I drew another almost circle underneath. That way I could put the ears up on top as well. So if it doesn't fit on the circle, then you can put it here. The donut fit, and this shape and this shape and this shape all fit, but the cat did not fit there. Okay, I know he's going to have kind of a worried face. And he's going to have teeth. Remember, his teeth are going to be white, so I've got to do that first. Got to know where I want to have my white because I can't go back and color white. And he's going to have these hairs here. And the hairs normally would go up above the circle, but it doesn't because it's got to fit inside the circle. So in the picture, the hairs go up above the circle, but I'm keeping it inside. And I'm going to color nice and neat, taking my time, staying in the lines. And now you can see that it kind of starts to look like a minion. Remember that whenever you're creating this, to take your time, make it look nice and neat. You're only going to get one chance at it with markers.